Hey!
Well,
Sorry,
hi.
I wanted to get
Hello.
my cutouts over here.
He forgot a cutout, so he's going to go grab a cutout. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing fine this evening. Let us know you're out there. Say hello. Say whatever you like. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Hope everyone is doing quite well. Good evening. Good evening. Got stuff to show you.
How is everyone?
Everyone doing well?
Welcome.
I see Rose. Hello. Hi, Angela.
Hey, as you guys come in,
Hello.
I'm going to try to do this live all tonight, but we haven't done any prep work.
None.
So it might be a two-parter. It's just been a busy day, busy week.
Yeah.
Last week we took down Halloween, put up Thanksgiving. We went to a larger storage unit. It was just
Lots of stuff.
lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
But and then just did a lot of rebranding just because now that I can, COUTURE allows me to have an Etsy store.
Yep.
It just made more sense to have Ken's Kreations designs match everything else and stuff. So
I like it.
It was awesome.
I like it.
Hey everyone, miss all of you. So for those of you who haven't been following our series, we've been having kind of fun with some of these characters from the North Pole. We've done Mrs. Claus. Sorry, I got my smoothie here. We've done Mrs. Claus, and the last one we did, if you missed, is this one here.
Sugar Plum Fairy.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So we'll show you that here. Look at that. Isn't she cute?
She's awesome. Love the bandana.
Yes. And so we are continuing that with a Nutcracker today. Now, all of these cutouts and files can be found on our website. Now, let me explain everything. There's a lot of links and everything. So, first of all, welcome to all of our new followers and people who are watching us. If you don't know what COUTURE, we'll be using that today. There is links down below. Yes. You can also join COUTURE for $9.99, or if you're in Canada, $0. And you can also join our Club COUTURE. So if you have any of those questions during our broadcast, let us know. But the links are down below. Like we said, we have an Etsy store. It is now Ken's Kreations Inc. So you can find us on Etsy using that. That is where our wood cutouts and files are.
Yep.
So if you have a GLOWFORGE machine or even a Cricut or something like that, the files, these SVG files, are just the outlines of the items. They're not a printable file. They're just the outlines. Yep. Or you could get the actual wood cutouts, whatever you prefer. We also gave you links down below if you've been looking at a GLOWFORGE, how you can save $500 and what is a GLOWFORGE, all of that good stuff. Also, we're going to be talking about the November Club COUTURE transfer, and that's uploaded on there. So all the files are down below. But let's dive into everything and what we're using for today's project. But first...
And from New Zealand, hello.
Hi, New Zealand. How's it going? How's it going? The project I am doing today, the Nutcracker himself, is bigger than he normally would be. So if you buy them on website, can you grab the size, Sean?
The actual
You can show them all the different cutouts here.
Yeah. So this would be the size of the 9 reindeer, as you see them.
And that's what made this board up here.
Yep.
And then
oops.
It's their little ears. I got to do a better job gluing them.
So this is the Nutcracker suite. So you can see there's a mouse, the I was gonna say collar Tinkerbell now, the Sugar Plum Fairy, and then of course the toy soldier, some candies, and a nice cute little sign to go with it.
Yes, and then of course there's Mickey. Oh my gosh, there's Santa, Mrs. Santa. Cookies are online.
So this is called the North Pole. So if you don't want all 9 reindeers, you can just get one. And then get Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus, and the cookie cutouts.
We also did this, which is the one we used for Mr.
I just made this one.
Mr. Santa Claus here. He has the directional signs here, so we made that using this. We just uploaded that.
Yeah.
And then today we're using some. Now I'm uploading a lot of different wood cutouts. So just keep checking back to the store. We've uploaded the one that says I run on coffee and cocoa, or Christmas cheer and coffee. We've uploaded the cookies for Santa. We've uploaded They Followed the Star. I uploaded the one I'm using today, which is Merry Christmas, which is actually a transfer from last year. And I just uploaded these today. Let me show you these. So with COUTURE, you can experience the magic of COUTURE a couple different ways. You can join as a designer, like I was saying earlier, for $9.99 right now and get all the perks. Or you can join as a Club Couture member. Now, either way, if you were to join as a designer or Club Couture member, you get something called a Club Couture transfer. And this month, it is this guy, which is called All Through the Years. Now, I had to redesign this file because the file I designed was a little complicated and people couldn't use it as well. So the file is posted in the comments below if you want the digital file. But we did just upload this as a cutout too. So the cutout would come with the little stockings, this here. So basically the cutouts match up.
Move this down so it's right there.
So we have all of this. And I'm actually going to be doing a project with this, I think tomorrow or the next day, to show you how I use these with this transfer and the Aiden board. So all of those have just been uploaded. So take a look in the description. And then that there is next month's transfer.
Wow, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's nice. Great fonts.
I know.
All kinds of different fonts like that.
All right. With that said, if you have questions on any of that, let us know. The only other thing I wanted to talk about is the Merry Christmas, what we're using. So this here is a transfer from last year. Just says Merry Christmas to all. I love this transfer and I never got around to using it. Is everything okay?
I must have hit a button that was very weird.
So we're using a part of the transfer, but you can buy either the file. I've already created a SVG file for this. You can buy that, or the wood cutouts. And now the wood cutouts, you have 3 different options. You can buy the one that is literally an all together, which looks like this. And you can see it's a pretty big cutout. You can also buy just where it is this. Or you can buy where it is just the words. And then if you buy the files, I actually give you files to where if you don't want to cut out all of like this stuff, you don't have to. I like to give people, options. At least that's what I like. So that is everything. And as I do the project, I can explain to it, but it's all been uploaded on that Ken's Kreations page. All right, so I'm going to start by showing you guys what we've been using. So we got this from a wonderful person.
Don't remember who.
So we do apologize if it was you. And they are just basically unfinished
door fronts for cabinets.
Yeah. And like I said, sorry we are not prepared for this live. You're going to see everything from start to finish. Normally we would have had a lot of prep work done, but it is what it is. So the color schemes that I was going with on this, I wanted to kind of stay with the greens and blacks and warm colors. So here is what the colors they're using. So for the frame on this, geez, I think maybe we should do we haven't done a black frame yet.
No, we have not.
And then the inside, we can either leave, which I think we left on her.
Yeah, you didn't do anything on
Yeah, because it looks so good.
It's just a nice creamy...
Well, it's kind of got some splotchies. Let me clean it real quick with something.
These have been in and out of different rooms a lot, so sometimes things get a little... And Kat says that they used this, What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong was in their wedding. I love it.
Oh, it's such a good song.
I know. And I like also the Hawaiian guy.
Oh, yes. His version was great.
It is a great version.
Yeah.
That version was on ER when Oh, what was that character? That doctor that died of a brain tumor.
Well, that's I never watched ER.
Oh, ER was great. I'm just trying to remember.
All right, let me
That's a
try
great
this.
idea, Francis.
I think that's going to be just fine. And I'm actually going to do 3 darker colors here for the frame. I'm not going to do straight up black because that's pretty dark. So we're going to do one of my favorite things. If I'm not going to use paint, I will use... Sorry, Sean, when I open these drawers, I just kick him right in the, you know
what? Twigs and berries.
You know where we have some masking tape? Like painter's tape?
Ooh, check the cutting room or the laser room real quick. If not, I may have to go upstairs and look. Dr. Green. Dr. Green. That's right, Dr. Green. Thank you, guys. I was trying to remember what it was. Do you show the club members different ideas about the bunch? We kind of went away from that. We might end up doing that again. Do you remember when we used to do 3 ideas from the Club Couture?
Yeah, and we went away from that because COUTURE started doing that themselves. I'm not going to say they stole the idea from me, but they started doing 3 ways on how to do Club Couture. But, yes, it's something I've been wanting to bring back. We've been busy getting... our UV machine up and finally using that and doing all this other stuff. So that's something we definitely want to bring back. And there's just been, I'll be honest, a lot of changes with COUTURE. Just with, people joining as a designer versus a club member. I always tell people always say, what is the best way? Like, what is the cheapest way? And I used to always say Club Couture all the way, in my opinion. But now because COUTURE, it's only $9.99, and there's not, the requirements are so much less than they used to be, you're going to get the best deal that way.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people say, well, won't it support you more if I shop from you or if I was a club member under you? For you, financially, if you're going to buy a lot, that's why I always say, if you have a question on that, ask me. But anyways... I totally diverted from your question. Yes, we are looking back to getting back to that. I'm so sorry. That was a very long-winded answer.
A very good question from Valerie. Are the cutouts made of MDF? Yes, they are. 1/4 inch. Unless specified. Because the other stuff
I'm telling you guys, you can come back to me. No, probably one wants to see me tape, but I'm telling you right now, supplies are going up.
Yep.
It is getting... so crazy. I was even telling Sean, we went to McDonald's to buy, I don't know if you guys have ever had their pineapple mango smoothie. It's really good.
Really good.
Really good. And we went there, and I'm a pretty plain guy there, so I just get their cheeseburger meal. Cheeseburger. Not double, just the 2 cheeseburger meal.
I meant to say 2.
Oh, sorry.
The 2 cheeseburgers, yeah.
Yeah, and I got that with, I think, large size with that peach mango, and in Washington, it was...
almost $18.
I was like, what?
What? Hi, Monique.
But then I started looking at everything. Wood prices, everything has just gone up. I mean, it's so expensive. I guess that's inflation for you. Overtaped a little.
Just a little? That's okay.
So while I start to do this, do you want to tell them what makes this different than paint?
So what we're using is Dixie Belle's gel stain. And what's great, it's water-based. So there's literally their voodoo gel stain. This stuff is fantastic. It has no smell. So those that have that problem with smelling things really bad or just don't like the smell of oil type style paint, it's not. It's water based. It cleans up very nice. It works really nice. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're gonna be using a lot of them today.
8 different colors. It works great. We love it. Love it, love it, love it. Prices of yarn has gone up too. Ugh.
Really? Even yarn.
Thanks, Janet. I knew it was Anthony Edwards. I just couldn't remember the doctor's name, his name on yes, Dr. Green. It was very heartfelt. I will admit I had a little tear in my eye when he died, and that song just gets me every time.
Gets him every time.
Every time, and I love to sing with it too.
So I just put a little dribble on this.
Angela says she got a Happy Meal with 6-piece, upsized my drink, and it cost me $6.
So I was watching a TikTok. I didn't know you could buy they called it a pail of fries.
Pail?
Remember? Or a basket.
Basket of fries.
I didn't know that.
Was that a...
Or was that a joke?
I don't know if that is... Was it McDonald's?
Yeah, it was McDonald's because they got like a 40-piece chicken nugget meal.
Oh, 40-piece. See, I've never heard of that either. 40-piece nugget. I know you can do 2 10s to get a 20, and I used to get 20s that time because 10 was never enough.
You can eat 20 chicken nuggies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
How are the doggies doing? They're doing great. Beth says prices are crazy. I did grocery, 32 items, $160. Yep. Just nuts.
Yep.
Only some McDonald's have it.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's kind of rude. It should be all McDonald's. It's like if you go to one, can you say, hey, can I get a 40-piece and a basket of fries? Which basically is a lot of French fries. It's like...
I never finished large.
That's like maybe 3 or 4 larges all put together because a basket is, it's the basket that they used to put in there. That's quite a bit. McDonald's has adult Happy Meals. They do, but I don't know if you can still get them or not.
Yeah, I don't know what happened because they ran out of the toys. They were like a huge hit, and they had to like tell people, like I saw something on the news that said like people need to stop coming in and ordering them because we are out and we can't keep them in stock. I was like, that is craziness.
So Angela says, yes, they're starting to do that as a family meal. And then April says you can do a 40-piece nugget and 4 large fries, but it's expensive. It's got to be. I mean, everything else incredible.
It's critical. I mean, it just breaks my heart to see some of these prices. Yeah. And then, like...
Because it used to be that's the place you go when things were getting tough. You go to McDonald's because everything was always cheap, but everything.
Yeah, and just even now, like... I was reading right before coming live that Amazon's laying off people, I guess, because
10,000
people are not ordering as much because prices are so high, and it's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy time right now, and, I get it as a small business owner. Prices are going up shipping is getting almost to the point where it's like, Sean will tell me sometimes, he's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford shipping anymore. And then you look at some places that ship like really heavy things, and you're like, how do they... So I'm going to go around to do the brush.
So somebody's asking what kind of brush what you're using. Tamara was the one. I'll just pop her little thing up here. So this is Dixie Belle's French Tip. It's called the French Tip. It's very nice. Very well nice, kind of a plastic, heavy-duty plastic, copper ring, and then these nice bristles. Yeah,
yep.
It's a great brush, especially if you're doing dry brushing. It works really nice.
So the first application, as you can see, it absorbs a lot just because this is unfinished. It's not a treated wood or anything like that. You can use baby wipe to get more of a distressed look if you want, or if it's too thick in areas.
Yeah, since it's water-based, a baby wipe can really take a little off there.
So I'm going to use now their Tobacco Road. That one was the Black Magic. And we're going to be adding just a lot of different layers here to get us that really good look. Sean went already and bought us our dinner, so he's not rushing. He's always rushing through these to be like, what are we doing? Because he's the cook in our house. I can't take any credit. I never cook, ever.
No.
So he's always like, what are we doing for dinner? Because then afterwards, if it's like 8 o'clock, he's like, what do I have to make? Where do I have to go? And I don't know. Once again, things are changing, people. Mm-hmm. Everything closes at like...
Around here, it's just like...
It's like...
7 o'clock. I'm going, 7?
Mm-hmm.
8. like, come on, 9 or 10 is okay. 10's the best because, you know, especially us who do things so late, it's just impossible. You have to find those places that are either 24, which even a lot of 24/7s are no longer open anymore. It's just open until midnight maybe. I don't know. It's just, ugh. We ate at Tomato Street for cheaper than we could have eaten at Panera. Really?
We have not been to Tomato Street in
like forever.
Forever.
I love their garlic bread. Oh, so good.
Now, the one thing you will see me do here is if I do drip a little inside, I'm grabbing this just to wipe it down because it will stain.
Mm-hmm.
It will stain that. All right. Then this is their, I forget what this is called.
Their Scarlet brush.
Their Scarlet brush.
And basically what it is, it's I'm not sure if it's because of what they're using in the actual brush, but it's supposed to help minimize the actual brush look. Like, you know, normally you use a brush, you can see all the lines. This is so pretty fine, so it kind of minimizes all that. It's a great brush.
Normally I would want the brush look, but because this already has a natural wood look under it, I'm trying to keep as much of that as possible. So we're going to show you how quick on Facebook.
Why would they say that? Did you say something?
I said she might be. We don't know. We honestly don't know.
Well,
are you not seeing Facebook comments?
Or? Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm just wanting to say, has something been said that I don't know about?
I said during it came from the car, like at one time, like I was like, it possibly could be happening. We don't know. We hope it's not, but we're not ready for puppies, guys.
No.
To my knowledge, nothing's been said.
No. Weak brush stroke.
All right, so this is up in smoke.
So this is their gray. Shipping is going up and their service is going down. Post office has now lost 3 packages in 2 months. Eeks.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when we were talking about Amazon and stuff.
We're so blessed to have such a good mail person, and she takes good care of us. But even there's days where if she's not working, she'll even text us and say, hey, someone might not pick up your packages today because we have no one to even do my route. And there's some days like the mail guy won't get here till like
5 or 6.
One day he was here at 8.
8 after 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then she told me one time she was on vacation, but you know we're good pals, so we got our phone numbers and stuff. But she told me that her manager on a Saturday or Sunday was out doing routes just to make sure things could be kept up. The manager, it was that bad, and he was even willing to come stay at the station if we went where it's going to go up there and drop it on. And we said no. We
said no way.
No. We'll wait until you get back.
I said it's not. We love taking care of our customers, but you should go home. I've not had the chance to catch a live. Oh, I'm glad.
Yes. Glad you did, Margaret. Margaret.
All right, so I'm going to dry this really quick. I don't know what happened here, but it's a piece of hair, you guys.
Uh-oh. Bet you it's dog hair. What are the chances? Dog hair?
Yep, that's what it was. All right.
Gosh darn dog hair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony.
That's right. This is why we get dog hair. Drop it.
We got a little too much right here, so I'm just gonna. That's what I love about it. Since it's water soluble, I can just do that.
I know that's a foam brush with a water insole made by Adidas. I have never heard of that.
What?
A foam brush with a water insole made by Adidas? ADD?
Brenda, Jazzy's moved on to some bigger and better things, and we are extremely happy for her.
Yep. Hello from the ND Frozen Tundra, North Dakota. Is it frozen up there too? It's been pretty cold here. Today was kind of nice. It was in the like 30, I think is about as high. But we've been in the teens most of the time, in 20s. Maria wants to know, have we learned Ace?
I'm trying to get through those books. I am.
Yeah, it's bad when there's a shortage at the post office. Yep. And they're always looking for people.
It's just bad right now all around. There's so many people that are, you know, shorthanded, and they tell us that all the time. It's just... So as you can see, we're not getting completely... Oh, did I miss a spot?
I went like this, so it's almost not even getting it. So I'm going to go like this real quick.
So while you're doing that, I'm just going to once again take this over this fine brush, and that will get us that nice wood look.
Tamara asks, is that a cabinet door? It is, Tamara. So you may have missed out what some gal, we don't remember who did this, but she works at a cabinet place, and they just sometimes have extra stuff, and it's either they throw it away or something, but she got a hold of it, and she sent us a whole bunch of them. They're just, oops, there is
another dog hair.
No, it's actually a bristle hair.
Oh.
It's very straight.
Oh, let me grab a different brush.
So she sent us a whole bunch of it. It says, make sure you use these and whatever, and do whatever you want with them, and that's what we're trying to do. And they're very nice, very, very good quality. So we found a couple of bristles that came out. That, you know, that's the thing about bristles. They come out, especially the natural versions. They seem to kind of come out. But their stuff is really good. Great brushes, especially their synthetic ones. I forget what. Why did I leave my phone on? Because like my pocket is hot.
Uh-oh, was everything okay?
I don't know, just when it feels like really warm in my pocket, that means I left something on.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll just keep it out of my pocket.
Probably called someone, CIA or something.
So this is one of their synthetic ones, and they said a guy makes these. Yeah, one guy for their entire company.
Isn't that crazy?
Which is crazy. And fabulous brushes. I think Heidi's used them. A few other people have used these, and they're very nice.
All right, I think I got a nice distressed look of what I was going for. What do you think, Shawnee?
I think you do. I need to get some of these. Hopefully, Habitat for Humanity Restore will have some. Usually, if you guys have some kind of a habitat. Yeah, that's a great thing about Habitat. You can get your cabinets for like $2.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte said, sent 2 packages to my daughter in Texas. She never got them. Another one, someone took the item out and put the package back in.
Oh, geez.
What?
I'm sorry.
People.
All right, we're going to let that chillax.
Yes.
And we're going to end up doing the same thing to the Merry Christmas, I think. But let's bring out our Nutcracker. Sean can show you all the pieces here while I kind of figure out the color scheme I want to do with him.
Again, this is a larger version than what you would get if you ask for it. So you've got his shoulder decorations, then it comes up from that. So you can see that you got the outline. So these are the score lines from the GLOWFORGE, so you know exactly how it goes, just like this. So this would be something like a kind of a yellow or golden color. You got his bottom of his beard.
Yep.
His mustache, and the hat comes in 2 pieces. So you got it here, the hat itself, and then of course, boom, you got I forget what they call this part. So it all comes like this.
We haven't done like a teal. We could do blue wood. Well, it's hard with that. Should I stick with the green theme? What do you think?
I think you should stick with the green.
Okay.
Stick with that.
All right. Shawnee has spoken.
Hello from Wisconsin, where the snow is on its way.
We got snow.
We got snow, but it's still not. That's pretty much ice and just some of it's melted, but not much. Because it hasn't been warm enough for pretty much anything to melt.
Nope. So whenever I do anything like with excuse me, hiccup there, multiple colors, I like to grab all different. How am I saying this?
Different tones.
Thank you.
Shades.
Thank you. Yes. So I'm just grabbing some of my Dixie Belle paint in different colors here.
Do. Just pulling out a couple brushes. Erica from New York, where the snow is going to fall on Wednesday. Yeah, well, see, it's in Wisconsin now, which is making its way over. Blah, blah, blah.
I like Black Sands.
Black Sands. So Black Sands is a little different one from Dixie Belle. This one's called their Silk. This is kind of an all-in-one mineral paint. So it's got a built-in top coat, built-in primer, and then of course the color, and it's great. Of course, a lot of these paints were made to redo furniture. So for those who do do furniture, probably know this product very well. And their color schemes, and you can mix these. And even that's what another great thing. You can go to their website and they say, if you take this and this, you get this, which is fabulous. So if you're looking for a color they don't truly have, but you mix two and you get one. It's wonderful.
Like I said, you guys, normally I'd have this all prepared, but
oh well.
Such is life. All right. I think we are good. So let's start. Now, I'm going to start with his, because here we'll need to paint. He does have a mustache and his little goatee, so that we won't worry about. But this here we do have to worry about with the white. So these will be white. This will be the color of this.
Is it white or a gray?
The hat. And then I'm going to use a completely different product for that. I'm sorry, Sean, what was that?
Is it a white or is it a gray? It's hard to tell from here.
For what?
His beard and mustache.
Oh, it's kind of a whitish gray.
Whatever.
We'll do it up.
When do we start decorating from Christmas? Right after, usually on the first.
Oh my gosh, I think Sean's having a panic attack over that already.
Nah.
It is so much stuff.
It is a lot of stuff.
And that's why last week we got, like I said, we got a bigger, what is it? A bigger store? We went from a what to a what?
A 10 by 10 to a 15 by 25.
Yeah. Because
we just have so much stuff, and we're just running out of room.
And it will take me probably, what will you say, Sean?
To do Christmas?
Yeah.
It usually takes us about a good 3 days.
It used to take way longer because I have a whole Department 56 village. Actually, I have multiple villages.
Yeah, you have like 3 or 4.
Love them. And I got them when I worked at Hallmark, and they're just lots of fun. Mm-hmm. But those took like a whole almost week because you have to cord everything. You had to make sure
just putting everything in the right spot and make sure all the light bulbs even work. Yeah, it's a lot.
So we haven't done that village
maybe 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a hot sec. Do I have any placement tape anywhere?
Any normal placement tape?
Oh, there it is. Our tree doesn't take too long.
If we work on it together and not get sidetracked with anything, it could be done in between 2.5 to 3 hours to do the entire tree, and it's a 9-foot tree, so it's not too bad.
And then our basement tree, which you guys will get a kick out of this, used to take a very long time because I worked at Hallmark, and so I got very much into Hallmark ornaments, and I started buying a ton of, if you know anything about Hallmark, they have series ornaments, and you have to have all of them in the series, and I used to make us, to protect them, take them off the tree, put them back in their plastic package, and then put them back in their boxes. And it would take... I don't even know how long it took.
Forever.
How long would you say?
Oh my gosh.
It took so long.
Which is kind of why we don't... I mean, because then it's like and then you don't get to really see it for that long because you've taken so long to get it up.
Yeah, and so there was one Christmas I told him, I was like, Sean, we should do what everyone does online. They saran wrap their tree. And he was like, what? And I said, you can saran wrap your tree. And he was like, what?
So I looked at it and I said, ooh.
And so I showed him and he's like, let's do it. And it's, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect.
No, it's not perfect at all. But it works. I get a...
Sorry, just a sec.
Very fine. Hi, Miss Allie.
Hi, Miss Allie.
Frankie wants more of the Star Wars ones where they can talk to each other. Well, I know there's some Star Trek ones that do that. I didn't know Star Wars.
Oh yeah, they all link and they all say stuff.
Oh yeah, I didn't know they did stuff for Star Wars. I have a couple Star Wars ones. Yeah, I would say to do the basement tree, and it's how many did you say? It's like 200 pieces, at least, if not more, of all these ornaments, and it really took forever. So we just keep it up. Yeah, a couple fall from here as we're moving it, but it's not too bad.
And it's just, we put it out. So I'm using, while I talk about all of my stuff, I'm using the Dixie Belle. This is, I think it's called...
White Magic?
White Magic. And then we'll be using some of their Up in Smoke and Black to get a cool kind of hair look. I mean, we have to push it outside, so that's not fun. But, you know...
Yeah, even though we saran wrap the tree, we still have to pull it apart in its 4 sections because it's too big. And now we used to just slide it into this room. It used to be right in this room where the studio is, but now that it's a studio, there was nowhere else to put it. Where did we end up putting it last time?
Didn't it go out?
Well, it did the last 2 years, but we had the studio longer than 2 years, right?
I don't know.
So now we take it out in the shed. So I have to take each piece out, saran wrap it, take it apart, and then just take each one down and actually set it back up inside the in there. And our big one is at the storage shed, and it's all up as well because it's the easiest way to actually store it.
So these here are from also Dixie Belle, and you can probably get these a lot of places, and I think they just call them in their applicator sponge.
Yeah, applicator sponges, they're great.
And why I use them, you can use them obviously to apply your stain, but I like to use it because it gives it a little kind of texture here. And you'll see it a little bit more with the black or the gray. Allie already has her tree up.
Yeah, Allie's got hers up. Her mom put hers up.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she posted that she put it up too. Her tree's not very big. It's like maybe a 4-footer? Is that right, Allie? It's not very big. Jan says she saran wraps her tree. I just pull it out of the closet. Small tree or a very large closet? If I had a place to put a tree all wrapped, I'd do it in a heartbeat. That is when you think about it, it does take up a lot of space, especially if you have a wide bottom style. Like, where in the world are you going to put that? Well, remember our
that was the weirdest thing ever. When we... Sean can explain the story while I do the next... let me explain what I'm doing so you guys, and then we'll talk about that. So I'm basically taking each of these colors. I'm going to do another 2... Can you zoom in a little bit, Shawnee?
Zoom more, yeah.
Thank you. And I'll do this on the hair too, but basically you're going to do the White Magic, use your applicator sponge, dry it, add the Up in Smoke, applicator sponge, dry it, and you're going to get a cool marble effect throughout the whole thing. But we bought our big tree at Costco, and eventually something happened to it, and we had to return it. And that's the nice thing about Costco is they'll return their Christmas tree. And the next one we got didn't have... The bottom was completely different size. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was like the one that we had a very wide bottom. I mean, it was like it really came down out really wide. And then we got the new one because of the light problem. And then we went, why does this look weird? What's different about it? And then we're going, oh my gosh, it's not as fat at the bottom. It was a lot skinnier.
Which makes
I would say a good 6 to 10 inches
Yeah, it wasn't
thinner.
as grand.
No,
Grandioso.
Grandioso. My hubby started laughing about saran wrapping the tree. He used to saran wrap mammogram machines to move them when he was a medical bioengineer. Those guys are so cool. Bioengineer guys, they're great.
What is
They're the ones that take care of all the machines at hospitals and whatnot.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure it was Saran and not Sean, but hey, that's close enough to Tamara. We have a collapsible Christmas tree.
Well, I've never seen that.
We call it a Christmas in a box. What I really like, or it would be cool to do, is that I know Home Depot has one. Is the twinkly lights.
The what?
The twinkly lights with the
yes,
they can change any color, shapes, patterns. Oh my goodness, it's so cool.
All right, so I do want this a little bit heavier on the white, so I am going to take a sponge brush down here.
So Allie's mom does a small one because they're snowbirds and they leave as soon as Christmas
Makes
is
sense.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put some off to the side here, not directly on it. Just sponge it in there, sponge it out, and then just like that. And then I do it up and down so it looks like he's got, you know.
Our big tree went up this weekend. It's a 3-day job. Wow. It's a big tree if it takes 3 days.
I haven't decorated. We didn't decorate for Thanksgiving for the past 2 years, and I didn't decorate for Halloween last year. So this year I was like in all the feels, and I was like, I'm decorating for them all. Sean's like, perfect, and I was like, man, should we put our Christmas tree up early? And he's like, if you want to, but it might look a little weird having all Thanksgiving. But we decided we'll honor our Thanksgiving, and then we'll do our
thing. We still don't know what we're doing, do we?
Nope, we don't. That's okay.
It's okay. We'll come up with something.
All right, so I'm going to do his face first here just because that way I can cover it up with the white and stuff. So for face, I like to do... I think I've been doing this one.
Hello, Miss Keller. Or Mrs. Keller. Heidi says, if I saran wrap a tree, I promise that you would have a house full of cats chasing the lizard that decided to hide in it from my storage shed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they have lizards down in Florida and stuff, so yeah.
Allie would be... Nope.
Yep.
Miss Allie is not a lizard. Now his hat's going to go up there, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to try to do minimal on the white.
Day one, we put it up 9 feet, and I fluff every branch.
You gotta fluff every branch.
Fluff.
I agree. When we had the old trees where it was branch by branch, the one that we have now at Costco...
It's 5 sections.
It's 5 sections, and it does a pretty good job fluffing itself.
Yeah, it's nice. I like the newer styles when they started coming out with these newer kind of branches where it's kind of a silicone type material on the outer ones, the more that you actually see, because it looks more realistic. And then the other stuff is that wiry cellophane type material. I don't know what they call that stuff, but it's a lot different. And then we do three different types of ribbons. They go all the way down. We just go all the way around and tuck it in, tuck it out. Day 2 is lights. 400 white mini LED lights and 300 LED candle lights. They look vintage. Wow.
So the question is who out there then goes all out for their outside?
Yeah.
We don't do as much as we used to. And if anything, there are years we have skipped that part just because if there's snow already out, it's too dangerous for Sean. Yeah. It's a lot of work. It just, you know, and you don't get I mean, you kind of enjoy it as you drive up and away and stuff, but you never really look at it yourself, you know?
So, and then she says, day 3 is ornaments. We have 400 plus vintage glass ornaments. Wow, that place must look just gorgeous, Tamara. Anybody know a good place to buy a reasonably priced 16-foot tree? God, do they even make a 16-foot tree?
Why do you need a 16?
Somebody's got a very tall ceiling.
Oh.
20-foot ceiling.
Well, when we went to go visit our friend Ryan and Cheryl, didn't they?
Theirs is...
How big was theirs?
I think that big one is 12 feet. It's big.
Beautiful tree.
Beautiful tree. Of course, they have somebody that comes in and does it for them.
He, like me, lost his mother, and his mother was very much into Christmas.
Yep.
She's Cheryl. She's with COUTURE also, and I call her my wifey. And he lost, like I said, his mom. So mom, Christmas big time. Same with mine. And so to honor her, and that's a lot why I decorate for all the holidays I do, and Thanksgiving and Halloween. My mom decorated for like St. Patrick's Day and Easter and Valentine's Day. It was like she went.
It was always something almost every month.
Yep. Okay, so he is dry there. We can kind of see what this is looking like here. So I'm going to dry his little face.
I like those trees that turn around so you can see everything. We actually had the base. You just put the tree into a base and it turns, and it's hard to find one that fits these artificial tree bases, but yeah, we had one. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I think it broke.
It never worked right.
It didn't work right, but it was cool when we had it and it turned. It was very cool to be able to see that, and we were able to see all of them because we have so many different types of ornaments. From Goofy, your baby rattles in there.
Yeah, we had a tradition. You guys have to share in down below what your traditions were, but my dad's tradition was you would keep your baby rattle from when you were little, and you would hang it on your tree. Which I had never heard of anyone else doing that. Like, I thought that was a us-only tradition, but it sounds like other people.
My husband does the outside. He no longer puts icicle lights up along the roof line because everything is on shrubs. Doesn't involve getting on a ladder.
Safety first.
Safety first. Vicky says 14-foot tree, but not till after Thanksgiving.
One dog outside.
Oh, I don't know. And then 7 smaller trees. Oh goodness, you're one of those people that have a tree in every room. Who else does it? Well, wifey does that too. She has a tree in all the kids' room, their room.
No, I'm not doing I'm not too worried I hit it because I am going to take Posca pin on this and hit it a little bit more on each side. So, and once again, I normally would have, you guys, I'm sorry, I would have prepped this. It's been just kind of insane.
Stairs barking.
What?
Who knows? Maybe somebody walked by. Who cares?
That dog.
14 foot and 7 trees. That's a lot of trees.
All right. So now that we have that, we can add a little bit of our gray. Is he stuck in a room?
Oh, man, he might. Let me go check. I'll be right back. Sorry.
I think our dog is stuck in a room. So Sierra knows how to open like a door and stuff, but not Hunter as much. Little crazy boy. But I do love him. Love that little dog. So much. So we're just going to keep adding layer and layer here at first, just to get that nice white and gray. I guess it's kind of cool that I didn't have all this stuff done, because you guys actually get to see it real time, because a lot of times we watch like Grey's Anatomy while we do prep work, and sometimes the prep work takes like a couple hours. It's cray-cray.
So he was in our bedroom with the door shut, so he shut it, turned it out, and had a shirt in his mouth.
Of course he had a shirt in his mouth. This dog likes to put shirts and socks and
Hi, cat.
all sorts of stuff
Yeah.
in his mouth. All right.
Boy, I don't know how I could do a tree in every room. That would just drive. That's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of work.
I mean, we think it's a lot of work just to do the two that we do.
Yeah, just the two we have is a lot.
And then there's always the, the couple, the week between Christmas and New Year's where you're just like looking at the tree like, oh, that's got to come down.
Yep. Sean, I got the purple phone today. It's a great purple, kind of a grayish purple.
Really?
Cool. Heidi got it, yeah.
Oh.
We still need to upgrade our phones. We haven't upgraded.
When I tell you we've been busy, it's
busy, I know.
I know, it's like, and it's a good busy. It's awesome, but it's just busy. And
of course, when I'm gone for a total of 4.5 hours or so, all in there at the same time, but yeah.
So just adding some texture in there. What do you think?
Loving it.
Anywhere else he needs it, or it looks good?
I think it looks great.
Now we're not going to see these. These are actually going to have these on it. So we only need to work on this. And this I don't want it perfect white because I want it to look like a dress shirt. You know, some dress shirts are kind of a see-through-ish type of stuff. And we're going to be putting stuff here anyway. So I kind of want that to have a more... I don't know how to describe what I'm saying, but... You know what I'm saying?
You know what it's going to look like. As long as
I have a vision.
There you go.
Whether it works out or not is neither here nor there.
That could work as an Uncle Sam, too. Yeah, good.
Oh, it could. I didn't even think about that. Excuse me, Shawnee.
Vicky says it's a lot of work to take it down the last week of January, but I just love Christmas decorations. Maybe we'll post pictures this year. You should, Vicky. You should. I'd love to see it. And Tamara's, too. Neither. I did find an angled version.
Thank you. And this color I am using is what color, Sean?
That one you are using is called Mint Julep. Dixie Belle's Mint Julep. And one of the things that's kind of cool about some of this paint is that you can actually put a little water to make it go, because it's a thick paint.
I want to give it some texture of darker green, but I don't know how.
Thanks, Tamara. I'd love to see it. I like that. That's cool.
Me too. I just want to give it just a little, pizzazz. But yeah, so we'll usually start... I like to do our decorations like Black Friday, but we'll see.
I love to keep a few Santa figurine statues up all year. LOL, they are my favorites, those. Very cool. Kat wants to know, have we used that clay paint yet? I just got some. We really haven't yet. Are you loving your new big machine? Haven't been able to watch since we got back from Italy. We have been doing some things with it, yes.
No.
We would like to do some more with it. Of course, the stuff we're doing is trying to do custom and people letting us know what they would like us to do. Hi, Bindi. How is Italy? I would love to go visit Italy.
It is a bucket list item.
Yeah. Anywhere in Europe, really. England, Ireland, since I'm Irish. Iceland. Germany. I'd like to see it all.
So this darker color is, what color is this one, Shawnee?
The dark one is called Kudzu, Kudzu.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Kudzu or Kudzu. Oh, this is cool. Charlotte says, we have ornaments that we've made for the last 35 years, plus the kids and family members have made us ornaments. So our tree is almost all awesome homemade ornaments.
That is cool.
Plus our special milestone ornaments. Very neat.
We have a friend, Katie, who always gets a real tree.
That's right.
That's their tradition.
Yeah, they get a real tree.
And then they usually go plant it somewhere in their yard.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're looking good.
Tamara, the clay paint is also made by Dixie Belle, and it dries so flat, it looks terracotta-ish.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And they have all kinds of different colors. I can grab at least a...
yeah.
Grab one to show you what it looks like.
I can kind of pick up my mess here. Have a little intermission. Because I have to... Do you want to go up to... I have to go use little boy's room.
Alrighty.
Grab my water. Excuse them all. Sorry.
No problem. The amount of water he drinks, he's always going potty. Alright. I'll stay down here so you can at least see the can. So this is what it's called. It's called Terra Clay Paint. Maybe let's go like this. If I can find a way to open it.
I decided to just get water. I can hold it. I can hold it. I can hold it.
Okay.
I'm too into my painting. Okay, cool. While you're doing your thing there, I can paint.
Yeah.
So, it's cool stuff.
Yeah, it's very cool stuff. It's got to be. I think you have to use it for a certain thing because it is a different look. And this color is beautiful teal. Oh, it just looks like normal paint. What can I paint on?
There is.
Well, you didn't have to go get it.
I undid my shoe.
Uh-oh.
Well, there's a whole bunch of wood in there.
Yeah, I'll just grab a piece of wood, yeah. Okay. I'm not going to put it on that, but it looks like you can use it for something.
Yeah, I'm going to be using that for something.
Un momento, por favor.
We're in the process of also doing a dump run. So a lot of the wood pieces or scraps we would have for stuff like this are in a truck ready to go because we don't own a truck. So we're borrowing my brother's truck and
It sits at your dad's house.
which sits at my dad's house. And so when we get it, I always tell Sean, well, we might as well get all the things done that we need done.
Okay, so here it is. Gonna paint this on here. It's one of the deer cutouts. I had it so close to the edge that it kind of missed out. So you can see it's shiny, wet. Now we're gonna dry it. Should show you while I'm doing this on camera because you can literally see it go from wet to this super dry. I mean, it feels like terracotta paint. Beautiful stuff. All kinds. They have all kinds. See, they have.
And that's not all of them.
7, 8,
We don't
9,
have them
10,
all.
11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 of them. And you can even take some sandpaper and rough it up some and do all kinds of stuff. It was cool. It was pretty cool. Here, we'll clean this lid. Oh, now he wants to go outside. Hi, Kim. I want to go to Scotland. I really want to go to Scotland, too. That's another great place. How are all the other puppies, like all the Sierra's siblings?
Good, I think.
All that we see from time to time are doing well. The only one that we don't see very much anymore really is Capo.
But as, you know...
And he's going to be going to Seattle here real soon.
As naturally as puppies and stuff get older and stuff, I mean, we stay in touch with them, but people have lives and, you know...
Yeah. We're not quite sure yet, Kim. We're still kind of... I mean, she kind of shows, but it's not... I figured she'd show more.
I know it sounds bad to say fingers crossed, no, but...
We really wanted her to have summertime puppy because they're so much easier to take care of in the summertime.
So for the hat, I'm just going to paint it. This is, I think, black sands. It might be called Inker. And then I'm going to take some other color and just add some nice, like, highlight going the other way, which sounds weird, but it'll make sense here in a sec. So I'm just using, once again, some of the Voodoo Dixie Belle. And I'm just dipping in a brush that I use a lot for distressing. And running that down it to give it a cool kind of look. What do you think?
Oh, wow, look at that.
Kind of cool, right?
I love it.
All right.
Nice.
We can go ahead and get rid of a lot of this out of our way.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you while you put lids on and stuff. I'm going to wash my hands because we're ready to kind of construct him.
All right, let me kind of wash the... Ooh, geez, this one's going to need cleaning. So I'm going to put this on top, but it's going to go to the sink. So this one's going to go to the sink. John Carter, what? I'm trying to remember that movie. Which one was that? I don't remember. Yeah, if you don't wash off your rims and stuff of these paints, they're so hard to open. So you got to make sure these are cleaned.
Which ones?
Any of them. Anytime you have one of these, you've got to make sure they're clean before you put them away, or else they're a pain in the butt to open.
Pain in the butt.
And that's why I got to make sure they're done. Oh, jeez. Now why are they going out there? I left the door open a little bit.
You gotta be careful with him and the door. This is true. Alright, let me go see if I have my yellow twine.
Yellow twine. Yeah, see the back of my head? Yeah. Cool thing about these, you can literally take this off and pull this off if it ever gets clogged. Clean them up pretty good. I'm gonna have to order some more. This one's almost empty.
What's almost empty?
Your voodoo black.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's almost empty. There's not much left of it.
Oh. Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
All right. So we're going to do cute little buttons.
Nice.
Should I do the star buttons or
I think the star buttons would be cool.
kind of add a little something to them?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
All right, let me see where we're at here. I think I lost where we ended. I wish you guys were Dixie Belle dealers. Yeah, no kidding.
We should look into that.
We
Now that
should.
we can, I think we can do that with the new policy and procedures. That's the whole reason I never did. So now that with policy and procedure changes, I might be able to. So I should look into that.
Nova Scotia. I was watching a show, one of those, they build things and make things in Newfoundland. And what's funny, their accent is quite unique.
Oh,
When
we're
they-
all
when
out
they
of that
speak.
super glue, aren't we?
I think there's one upstairs.
Okay.
In that junk drawer.
The junk drawer?
Yes, I think there's one up there.
Okay, I'll be right back.
If you've never seen it, it's called building, because everywhere on this area of Nova Scotia is like rock. It's very weird, but their th is like, you don't say third, they say turd or tanks. So it's a solid T with a th. So it's just so unique to hear them talk. My aunt and uncle retired from the airline, so they fly free. Yeah, nice. So a few weeks ago, they decided to go to all places. They started out to go to Paris. Oh my gosh, I'd love to go to Paris. Nice. My dealer just closed her shop. Well, that's too bad. Did you find one?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
I hope we can open. If not, we'll have to go grab some stuff. Yes, Newfoundland has a very unique accent. It's very, very weird. John Carter is on Disney Plus. He's an ex-Civil War officer who ends up on Mars. Oh, that's right. Okay. I've heard the title, but I just couldn't remember what it was all about. Ooh, don't need to. It's got air. It's got airflow.
It's got airflow?
It's got airflow. That's all we need.
Oh, yes, it does. I see you went and got your little ball, little girl.
Yes, their OUs are pronounced in a long O. Yeah, O. Like about. A lot of Canadians are like that, but it's just that solid T for the TH. It's like, what? I'll have to have Kenny watch an episode just to
Of what?
get of this. You know how I like to
Oh,
watch.
excuse me, that
how
was
I like to watch some
rude.
of those building shows. Or they remodel.
Oh my
or
gosh,
something.
he loves those shows.
But this one's is in Newfoundland, Canada, and like I said, their th is not th. Like third, they say turd. Turd. We're gonna do. It's about two to three. Yeah. It's like where did that come from? But yeah, it's very unique.
Forgot to change camera view.
I worked. Oh, Dee Dee says, "Hello, Dee Dee. Haven't seen you in a while." A guy I work with just spent 2 weeks in Iceland. Oh, we had some of our friends. Well, Teresa and Brian, they went to Iceland not too long ago.
I did.
Oh, I love Paris. I'll go back in a second. Put Vaseline on the ring of the lid, and it will come off real easy. Oh, nice idea.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
I'm doing a Paris-themed bedroom that is so close to Paris that I'll ever get. I binge watch this, so do I, Kat. So do I.
I don't want to say that I don't want to go. That's not what I'm saying. But, I don't... And Sean always is like, what? I don't see the draw of, Paris and Venice and Rome. I'm sure they're very romantic. And I guess...
It's just the beautiful architecture that we do not have that here. Anyway,
I
it's
guess.
something you do
No,
not
I get
see.
it. I'm not denying it. I'm just
Sure.
saying it's not something...
On your want-to-do list.
Well, it's not even that. It's not something I've ever been I have to go, Okay, so normally I was going to do these in gold. These are what are actually going to go on his little arms.
I forget what those are called.
But I want to match these buttons. So I'm going to grab
I love listening to the way Kenny says the word. We say tag. He says tag.
It's horrible.
Yeah, he uses the long A where it should be a short A.
It's such a bad habit, and I don't know how to break it after all these years.
I don't even know how he even started.
I have no idea.
You would think in school they would
have corrected me or something, and like, here's how bad it is, you guys. I don't hear it. Like when because people tease me on it, and I get it. Like, this is something called stencil butter.
Stencil butter by
the Crafters Workshop.
The TCW.
So, and it's not just tag, it's tag, flag, bag, and I use what? People say I use the long A, not the short A, right?
Yeah.
So I don't hear it, and so when I say it, it's so noticeable, even strangers, like at a grocery store or something, look at me like, what did he just say? And they tease me, which is fine. Mm-hmm. It used to affect me, it used to upset me, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're making fun of me, but then it's like, but it's even worse. Like, it's even worse when you try to correct yourself. Like, if you said it wrong and then you're like, oh, I said it wrong. And then you say it trying to correct yourself and you still don't say it right. You're just like, I'm done. Tried. Not winning at life today.
So Vicky Keller says, so much history and so much more than I expected. You have to go. You will love it. I promise you. You
All
will.
right.
Boy, that is pretty yellow.
It's a gorgeous show.
Mm-hmm. Very brilliant, very bold. Ooh, stencil butter. Bindi says that she loves. Kat, I'm the same way. I binge watched the whole thing. I was watching another Canadian one about redoing the backyards, all these people's homes. Too young. They're not a couple, but you almost think they are, but they're not. Contractor and a designer, and they do all this stuff.
Which show is this?
I'm trying to remember. They redo your backyard, and the thing about Canada, they have some of the smallest plots these houses are on. I mean, they're tiny. It's like, how can you live that close to somebody? Ugh.
That's weird, because when we went to go visit Isabel, her plot was pretty big.
Well, she's out in the country, basically.
Oh.
Isabel lives in Sparta, in Ontario, Sparta.
Sparta.
And it's a tiny town. So she's the one that owns the church.
So cute.
Because you can buy a church as long as it doesn't have a graveyard in it. You can buy a church, and it's like over 5,000 square feet, and gigantic cathedral ceilings and whatever. So yeah, she's got a big plot of land. But you go to these cities, these towns and whatnot. They are so teeny tiny. Oh, thanks, Ziggy. Kenny, but the food is also something to experience. I know. You go to Italy, you're going to have some Italian food that's got to be
so funny, because I think when Jessica went with the other Master Couturiers, so when we went to Africa, our friends Jessica and Mandy and all them earned a trip to, like, Paris and all that stuff. And when she got back, I was like, how was the food for you? And she was like, you have no idea.
Wow.
Like, because
she is such a picky eater. I mean, she eats like a child.
But it's like good, but it also can be scary if you're not a food connoisseur. It can be like, oh,
Oh, Tamara, have I ever? I have watched everything by Mike Holmes. Everything.
Oh yeah.
I wish every contractor was like him. If every contractor was like Mike Holmes, the world of remodeling and stuff would be so good. Because his thing is, you do it once and that's it. And you do it right. Do it right the first time.
You must sound like you have a crush on the man.
He's good. He's just a great guy to watch. And of course he's got his son and daughter doing it too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. Mike Jr. and which is funny, he must look like his mom because he does not look like his dad at all. Is that house you showed us once a year or so ago? Yeah, it was a couple of years ago when we went up to Canada, up in Ontario. But yeah, that one. If I see the word Mike Holmes, I'm usually watching it.
I didn't even know he still had shows on. I thought.
Oh yeah, and he comes to the U.S. and does shows here in the U.S. as well.
Huh.
But he's Canadian.
They do a lot of remodel shows.
A lot
in
of shows are
Canada.
up in Canada. I mean, it's
I'm
huge up there.
missing- Oh, there it is. Sean, it's huge. Sean can binge watch those for a year.
Oh God, yeah.
He loves them. And then when we do our remodels, he's like, well, And he gives me all these facts. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's
Homes
like,
on Homes.
Homes on Homes told me I need to do this. And then he'll tell me everything that's different in Canada. Because they have, like, different safety regulations and stuff.
A little bit, but the basis of everything is the same. I mean, all the codes and this and stuff, between each state is slightly different, but as a whole, yeah, you really got to do it. Is that battery operated hot glue gun? It sure is, Sierra. It sure is. I'm sorry she didn't look at me when I said her name.
I know. Well, she's got her ball, so.
This one is the Ryobi that you, of course, can only get at Home Depot. Oh, look at that.
Okay, so his hat is going to go up here, so let's put that on.
Yes, Mike Holmes is very informative. He really gets into things. Of course, as his kids say, he's still a lot of old school, which is true. He does a lot of old school stuff, but he's getting used to all the new school that his kids do. His daughter's really good at design. It's just amazing.
What is that? What do you mean he's old school?
He does a lot of, he's an older guy. He's like in his 60s. And so he does a lot of stuff that's old school, on certain things. And then his kids kind of say, we're going to do it this way because this is kind of the new way of doing things. And then he eventually goes, yeah, you're right.
Pushing.
The start button's really set off the chest of the jacket. I know it, doesn't it, Ziggy? I love it.
Of course, I have little spitters all over it now.
And of course.
So I have to get my spitters off of it. All right. So I'm going to use the rapid glue for the little R thingies. I don't know, tassels or...
Oh, let me see. There is... Where's my phone? In the military, they call them shoulder boards. So that might be called that too for them.
What I love about COUTURE is it's the easiest part of the project. Because it's just this transfer and the paste, and that's what I love about it. But because of COUTURE, I fell in love with doing stuff like this. COUTURE helped me find my happy place of doing this kind of stuff. Because I never did it before. And I really do love it. It really brings me happiness. And that is everything right now. Isn't he cute? All right.
Love it.
All right, so let me grab my Merry Christmas and let's stain it real quick. It won't take very long. How long are we on time? Are we okay to keep going or?
Oh, that's what that person epilots. Sorry.
Are we okay on time or?
It is currently 7:27.
How long have we been live?
We've been live for hour and 20.
Okay, we have time.
Does the Nutcracker have eyes? He will. Epaulets. So those are called epaulets. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing that right. Epaulets. Is a type of ornamental shoulder piece or decoration used as an insignia or rank by armed forces and other. So yeah, see?
There you
Epaulets.
go.
So now shoulder boards, like in the Navy and other militaries, it's just flat and goes right across, right on the top, and that's it. But yeah, epaulets. Thank you. You are right. You guys are right. I love the green versus the traditional red and blue. Nice. Adorable.
Thank you.
I love it.
All right, so we're doing the same thing again. We're using our Dixie Belle. Voodoo. And we want it to match our frame. Now, the files and the cutouts that you can buy on our store, the files, if you buy the files and cut them on yourself, you can actually use either file. One of the files has, like, for example, the
The H.
The H is cut out and stuff like that. The cutouts themselves will have that cut out, and you'll see that if you go on our store. You'll see all what I'm talking about.
Kim
there.
says epaulets. Epaulets.
I hear that and I just think of epilepsy. That's what I think
Almost.
of.
That was my pronunciation guy.
So Riles went to the vet,
Yes,
and she had her blood work done.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's on good news, no seizures. So that's great news.
It's been over a month.
I personally think she's on too much medicine.
Yeah, it's 97.2 milligrams of phenobarbital.
And when we give it to her, she just whines and whines and whines. And she's so hungry on it. But I looked it up and they said whining is like one of the most common side effects of it, just because it's a Quaalude is what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. And I didn't know what a Quaalude was. Sean had to tell me what a Quaalude
It's a downer.
It's a downer. I guess they used them in the 70s or something.
It's a barbiturate.
And so basically it's a sedative. I can't say the word. Sedative?
Sedative.
Sedative.
Mm-hmm. Sedative.
So I see why she's out of it and just a little. Yeah. She hasn't had seizures, so that's good. But it's still, it's hard because like when your dog whines, you want to be like, "What's wrong?"
What do you want?
How can I help you? And she just looks at us.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Rainbow. She didn't get a notify, so she's late to the show.
Oops.
Rocking my glasses. That's I need to get new contacts. I'm actually going to be. That's where I'm going to be Thursday morning, by the way. After work. I wear what's called a monolens contact. So one is for reading things up close to the end. My right one's for distance, and the other one I used to be able to look like this on a phone. Now I'm like this, and I still almost can't even read it. So I got to get a new prescription for my monovision one because it's horrible trying to read my phone and everything's blurry. Wearing glasses, I don't have to worry about it because these are progressive, and it's just fine. Thank you. Wearing glasses. Everybody likes me wearing my glasses.
Aww.
I had to wear them when I worked for TSA. Did you really?
You have to wear glasses at TSA?
Well, maybe because it's. I mean, if I wear too long distance, then I have to wear cheaters to read, and that's constant. It was funny. Before I even started wearing cheaters, there was a guy I went to high school with during one of our reunions. He had cheaters. I'm going, boy, you needed cheaters already? He says, yeah, I don't know what the hell's on. So he always had a pair on top of his head. Of course, he had hair, so they could stay up there, and you don't have dents in your head from wearing them. So if I have to drive at night, I can't do my monovision. I have to wear long distance because half the road's blurry. Quaaludes makes me think of Wolf on Wall Street.
Oh, that's where whoever told me that, thank you, or said that, thank you. I was like, I remember hearing about it, and I was like, why do I remember Quaaludes? But I couldn't remember why I remembered it, and you're right, Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, Ludes. That was another, Ludes was another name.
Oh no, my little dot went. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
There you go. Sorry, being.
All right, so I'm gonna mix a little bit of the Up in Smoke with black again, just so we're matching the frame. And you guys can see I am no rhyme or reason. I just put it on. Once again, the nice thing about this stuff, no smell, very easy to work with. Mm-hmm. And if you put on too much right away, you can always
take a little bit off.
Take water and take it off.
Yeah. Oh, she had to wear epaulets for TSA. Really? You had to go all out, didn't you? My hubby wore cheaters until I got him real glasses. Brenda would like to know, did you get the Scentsy candle I sent you? From Brenda.
I would like to say yes, but I'm not sure. I would have to go look at my packages. Was it a Scentsy, the honey pear cider?
Did you get the Scentsy candles I sent you? Yeah, I'm trying to remember if you got one or not. We'll have to look at all our stuff that we've been getting, Brenda. We'll have to go look. We don't know.
All right. We'll do a dry, and then we'll do black, and then we will chuck it.
This is cute. So Barbie says, oh, why is that not going? There it goes. Barbie says, me and my pup are watching and eating Doritos. He won't eat them unless I act like I'm dipping them in cheese dip. And then he'll eat them. That's funny.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we've got, look what we got. Find your lovin'. Look at this. Ching, 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 ching. On YouTube.
Oh, let me...
Hold on, we got to get rid of this unless...
Well, I wonder which YouTube it's on.
I don't know.
Well,
Does anybody have this in their chat and has the capability of blocking? I'm not really sure. Stupid people.
Let me go on my computer.
Yeah. I had laser surgery. My dad had laser surgery done too, but what's on the menu tonight? Believe it or not, Subway.
Beth got it.
Oh, thanks, Beth. Yeah, if you get enough people, then they can start popping in and doing that stupid thing. Yeah, so Kim, a mono vision is that you still wear contacts. One is your prescription to see normally out and about, but if your eyesight itself where you have to wear cheaters to read up close, you can use another one. Usually you use your dominant eye, let's say right-handed, usually your right eye you do for distance. So my monovision is a lesser powered one, which allows you to read things up close. But of course, if you go like this, you can't see anything out there because it's blurry, but that will correct that. Some people can't do it, they get headaches. I don't. But it's cool that I don't have to wear cheaters when I do that. That's what's great about having a monovision. And if you ever go in and ask your doctor just to try it, you know, they've got trial lenses all the time. You just figure out what's good to read, you know, especially if you're on a computer all day, or if you just want to be able to read a book or your phone, you want, you know, which is what I need. You get a monovision and it works great. Need troll spay, no kidding.
We're not doing any prep work. I think we're making good time.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, I already got the sandwiches at Subway, by the way. Whoever asked me that, I think it was Kim, right? I got the spicy Italian, which I love, and I love that they have the fresh mozzarella. Oh, so good. And you got the Black Forest.
My go-to.
But you don't put very many vegetables on them because you don't like very many vegetables.
I don't.
Like, I mean, you can at least should do like spinach. Fresh spinach is good.
Maybe.
Okay.
I am going to wash my hands. Will you dry those for me real quick?
These up here?
Yep, and then we're just going to chalk and we're done.
Nice. Wet edges.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to wax these or are you going to leave them as is? Jan says, I'm like Kenny, no veggies, give me the meat. Don't get me wrong. Oh, have you ever had a Donini's sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Donini's, it's like, they're always like rated #1 here. It's a local restaurant here in town. It's downtown only. They do deliver, and they have sandwiches where the meat, sliced meat, is this thick. That thick. 3 inches thick of just meat. Nothing else. Very, very good. I haven't had one of their sandwiches like in a long time.
I was going to keep this nice and... but I kind of want to discuss it up a little.
Did you lose the dot again? Nope, it's right there. I promise it's right there.
Now, this transfer that I am using does have this greenery, and I was going to do that in the background in a nice, like, dune, like you would just see it. And I'm wondering if that would be too busy.
Interesting.
What do you think? I was going to do it like there and there, but would that be too busy?
Are you talking like on this or in here?
No, in there.
Oh, I mean, that would be interesting to see, though. But once it's there, right? Then you can't really change it.
Because, like, he's going to go right here.
Right.
And then this.
Ooh, what do you have underneath there?
I don't know.
Right there. You can see it as soon as you put it down going, ooh, that doesn't belong here. I can get it. Wow, the edges are really wet.
Ruh-roh.
I know a couple people said they haven't seen Allie. Allie was just on not too long ago. She was here a little earlier, and then she always pops in, says a few things, and takes off. But she's got her kiddos.
Kids usually go to bed around this time.
Yeah, they go to bed around 8:30. Well, it's not quite that time, but they might be having
dinner and all that stuff.
But she was here.
And her little one just had a birthday.
Yep, little Benny.
Benny had a birthday. So what do you think? Too much? Yeah?
Yeah,
Keep it
for something
simple?
like this, because he's so busy over on his piece, I think that might take it away a bit.
I agree with you. But originally that's what I was going to do, but I think you're right.
Yeah. Rainbow says she had a Tootsie Roll, and I'm not even feeling guilty about that.
Good for you.
Tootsie Rolls, I really have to be in the mood to have a Tootsie Roll. I'm not a big fan.
Neither am I.
I don't know why. Anything chocolate I love, though. I love chocolate. But you're more of the fruity candy
Skittles,
type.
Starburst. Give me that all day.
Yeah.
Love it.
Every once in a while, I'll eat like the... What's the one that's got the hard-crusted nerds? The hard crust.
Oh,
Nerds.
Nerd Clusters. So good.
Is that the ones with the little nerds all over it?
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. And what's the one that has the shell? Kind of a nerd shell. It's just a shell. You have enough in your bowl.
Oh, Janet sent us those. Those are the big nerds.
Big nerds. Those are good.
Yeah, they're like a
those.
jelly bean with the nerd crusted all over them. He loved them. He doesn't like the grape.
No
He
grape
doesn't
for me.
like grape, but
nothing Concord grape.
But he loved the lemon. And then there's these other ones called Sweet Heart Explosion, I think. That was the one that we've been eating lately.
Yeah. Yeah, cat. Oh,
What?
one of my faves. Andy's mints.
Oh, you got him at Andy.
Anything mint. I love chocolate mint, spearmint mint. You know, like junior mints, York peppermint patties. Love them. Now, somebody said, let me see if I can find it. Kim, 100 grand. Those are good. Butterfinger, not anymore. They changed the
changed
recipe
them.
when Cadbury bought them, and why they did that is beyond me. Stupid, not that good. But before that, loved Butterfinger, especially Butterfinger. Shoot, what do you call it?
I don't know what you're...
Butterfinger Blizzard. Those are one of my faves, but nope, don't like them anymore. Vanilla Tootsie Roll. I'm making cinnamon rolls for the first time. Make sure you proof them well. And the best way to proof, if you don't have a proof box, is take a pan or a pot, like a saucepan, boil water. Put it in the oven, and put your stuff in the oven, and all that nice, hot steaminess works beautifully for that. Ken is to blame me for getting Nerds candy corn. Oh, that's right. You had those. You actually still have a few more of those, don't you?
Nope, I finished them.
Oh, you finished those off. Yeah. Do you like Mike and Ike's, Ken?
They're okay. I eat them. Don't get me wrong. I
say
loved, which you can't find them anymore. During Easter, they had a Hershey Kiss that was filled with vanilla frosting, and I loved it, but you can't find it.
No. This is so true, Rainbow. You need to try British chocolate. American chocolate is like cardboard in comparison. I know, yeah. I think our chocolates back in the day when they started chocolate was probably very good. And then because of money and, you know, the bottom dollar, it's just like the chocolate's gone to hell in a handbag unless you're buying really good chocolate.
The chocolate, you're right. The chocolate from
it's horrible.
From Europe, I've heard that. There's this guy on TikTok we watch. I forget his name. Is it Neil Smith? And he does. He starts off his videos with trying candy from the U.S. of and he's I think he's from the UK.
Yeah, he is.
And he's always scared because chocolate. First thing he does is look at all the ingredients, and he's like, "Oh my gosh!" Because chocolate over there is just so different.
So different. I mean, I think anywhere other than the U.S., the chocolate is definitely different. It's just not made. But again, I think when Hershey really started his chocolate and everybody else in the beginning, probably was very good chocolate, but not anymore.
All right. I'm gonna make sure, since I did that in sections, that it is all no bubbles.
I've been on a new eating program for 5 weeks. I'm 20 pounds down, and Chris is down 30 pounds. Well, congratulations, you guys. You're making my mouth water. I know. Ooh, Butterfinger BBs? Yes, Kim. I remember. Remember those back in the 90s? Yes, I love those. Those were great.
Do they not have them anymore?
No.
I thought they did. I have some bubbles, but that's okay, because I wasn't patient enough, you guys, because I'm worried about time. So this might have to get redone already. That's okay. That's what's great about COUTURE, is if it is an accident, we can easily fix it. But if I would have taken my time to make sure there was no bubbles and all that, instead of worrying about time, probably would have been a little better. But you guys know Kenny and patience. Non-existent. We'll see how bad it looks. Oh, I can fix that. That's easy to fix.
Somebody was barking up there. Sorry. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna go clean the transfer.
Okay.
If we can just clean that, I just have one area to fix, which is I as soon as I did it, I had bubbles. I was like, ah.
So you want me to make this dry then?
Yeah, because then I'll get the bubbles out.
Okay. two just came flying down here. Oh dear.
Everything okay?
This fell in the drawer.
Oh no!
I went, what?
So I just take a black chalkable marker. We have these in black, white, silver, and gold. And one of my favorite things on these is how you can quickly fix little
thingies.
Yeah. Now that wouldn't have happened had I not if I had taken my time and made sure there was no bubbles. But that didn't happen.
Didn't happen. Kim likes whatchamacallits.
Ooh, do you know whatchamacallit came out with the thingamajig?
Thingamajig?
And it's pretty good. All right, let's put this cutie patootie together. I have to draw my glue. We're still in agreement. No holly in the back, right?
No holly. No.
Okay. Thingamajig is, I think it, or is it Thingamajig or whatchamacallit or whatever the original was. They came out with more of a peanut butter one.
Right.
And it's really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I'm a peanut butter fan. But of course, for those of you who watched that one Ken from the Car, you all know that the new thing out for me is that nut, the nut rate. It's not Nutrageous. It's the Crispy Crunch from Reese's.
Oh, Crispy Crunch, yeah, which is very hard to find. Very hard.
So good. So good. Okay, so
and even Canadian chocolate is good.
Oh my gosh, so much better.
Yeah,
so much.
Somebody
better.
was saying that they put paraffin wax in our chocolate. They use corn syrup versus sugar. Yeah, corn syrup is the death of anything sweet. So if it says made with pure cane sugar, it's like, yes, much better. Love peanut butter. You try to go at an angle?
No, I was gonna. I was still thinking if I wanted to do the things in the background, but now that I have it down, I'm realizing just how busy it already looks.
Make peanut butter wraps with banana slices.
All right, does that look good? Because I'm gonna start gluing those down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Beauty.
Very. Peanut butter wraps with what?
With sliced bananas.
Ooh, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Of course, people do that with sandwiches. They'll do banana peanut butter sandwiches.
Corn syrup is poison to the body. Yeah, you got that right.
Isn't it high? Is there a difference between corn syrup and high fructose corn syrup, or is it the same?
It's basically the same, but it's still all just crap. Because it's cheaper to make than just.
It's refined, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very refined. I made the Better Than Sex Chex Mix. It was a huge hit. Thanks for the recipe.
Oh my gosh, that is so addicting. I have spider webs all over. This is why I shouldn't use it. I guess I can get them off afterwards.
I like to freeze bananas, dip them in melted peanut butter, freeze, then dip them in melted chocolate and freeze again. Ooh, wow. That sounds like yum yummers. We make banana s'mores on the grill. Ooh. That sounds nummy. Thanks, Vicky. This is a great project. Have you guys ever do your own toasted coconut? So good. You literally put it on anything. I usually do it for our chicken curry, toasted.
That's so good.
Yeah, I take. You can do normal coconut or the one that's kind of like pre-sweetened, and you just put it not a very hot, just a kind of a medium warm fry pan, and you just toss. It starts getting hot, toss, and you can all of a sudden start turning brown. Once it starts getting brown, then you really have to keep an eye on it, or else it'll burn quick. But oh, so good. And then when you just let it sit for a little bit, it gets really dry and crunchy.
So for the eyes, I just use my black Posca pen, and I just do little beady eyes.
We don't have anything black, small black dots here.
No.
Sean, have you ever tried grilled angel food cake? No, that seems like it would like melt because of all the sugar in it.
Oh yeah, you think it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, interesting. I'm allergic to coconut. Sorry, Barbie. I found somebody, I forget who had it, but somebody had these huge, like chunk style coconut. It was so good. Yes, grilled pineapple. Oh, so good, Janet. So good. One of the Brazilian places they do grilled peaches. Grilled peaches is also good. But
I think Costco had the coconut you're talking about.
Do they have it? I'm trying.
Mm-hmm. Remember that it was like, and then it had like, it was crusted, like it was coconut cashews.
Yes.
Remember? And it was like candy.
Oh my God, it was so good.
So
Thank
good.
you. I have a turkey in the fridge, and now I'm going to make a curry with it. Oh, so good. So what I do is I make a chicken curry, and then we put all these toppings on it. So it's going to be chicken with a curry sauce, and then you put it over rice, and then you put these toppings on it. Chutney, a mango chutney like Major Gray's, chopped peanut, bacon bits, the toasted coconut, and hard-boiled egg chopped up. What else? We're all done. Oh, we're all done.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're so cute. It's fine.
So sorry. Oh my goodness.
He just
Look at
was
this.
like going, look at that.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Let's show it up here.
Make sure it's dry.
Should be.
Well, I might not have everything glued 100%. I think I do, but you never know. How fun is that? I love it.
This came out so good.
Let me just put this in the sink and I'll help get it close up.
Get it back down there. Set it up a little bit. Of course, I've got to catch up here.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I just love it.
Love it.
I love the colors we use. Let's look at him
that.
close up with all the textures.
The stars really did nicely.
Here, I'll go up close on this camera.
Hold on. There we go. What color paste did you use for the letters?
So the Christmas is eucalyptus, and the Merry to All is the
yellow one?
Sun bright or sun?
No, that's all right.
Sunshine? Sunny day.
No.
Sunny day.
Not Bumblebee.
Sunny side.
Oh, sunny side. There you go. Oh, it's up there.
But look at how cute his little outfit is.
Less is more, Kenny. It's beautiful. Love it. So pretty. Wow. Love it. Great.
All
love
right,
this.
let's go back down here and show it again. I just love it when things come out of your head that you think, okay, this is what it's going to be like. And sometimes I tell Sean, we go back down here, these are the colors. And he's like, those are not traditional Christmas colors.
Christmas doesn't have to be red and green.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
And that yellow, look at that with this, just brings out that bling of Christmas. And I wanted it to be somewhat in the same color family, but also different from the Sugar Plum Fairy. And I think they go well together.
Yeah, I think they do too. I mean, especially the frame and him do very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this whole series has just been a blast. I've loved doing it.
Yep.
It is brought back...
The joy of doing stuff.
This is what I fell in love. COUTURE made me fall in love with doing DIY. And now I love just doing DIY and stuff like this. So it's amazing where our creativity takes us. And a year from now, who knows where it will take us and stuff. But I love, let's go up close on him. Can we show him up close?
Give me 3.
See, look at that. Just that little distressing on his little shirt.
I'm tired of red and green. I like to do other colors for Christmas now. Silvers and blues, another great color combination.
Yeah.
Our Christmas tree is gold and burgundy.
It is.
Which we love. We really like that.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to set him up here.
I want purple and silver.
Ooh.
We did
purple and gold up on us.
Yeah,
One time we did.
When we lived in Seattle, those are the colors of University of Washington is purple and gold.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Kind of did. But it turned out it was beautiful. Beautiful tree.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Had a blast. Sorry it was a little bit of a longer live.
Yep, that's all right.
We just didn't have stuff prepped, but at least you got to see start to finish and everything. I always tell people the thing about COUTURE that always floors me is even though for me it's like I have all of this COUTURE supplies, it makes your project like if you had that stuff prepped so quick.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, you know?
We could have done this in an hour.
And stuff. I did get a question, are you going to go back to doing just where you're just going to do COUTURE projects? Tomorrow will be a fully COUTURE project using the through the years transfer.
Yep.
And then we're going to end up and finish up with I don't know what I'm going to do with the mouse yet for the Nutcracker. I got to figure that out and stuff. So, all of that. So if you have any questions on the supplies we use, check the links down below. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. We will see you guys tomorrow live again. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Cam. Please do that.